Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Tom's Corner, where you can hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Topic lesson today. Can God give 15 years to your life? 2 Kings chapter 20 and verse 1 states this. Verse 1, in those days was Hezekiah sick, actually unto death, and the prophet Isaiah the son of Amoz came to him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Down in 3, I beseech thee, O Lord. This is a prayer that when this was spoken to him, and he started praying, requesting from God, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. He was crying, actually literally pouring his heart out to God. Hezekiah was not one of the best kings after David. Now, he was a son of David, and he had a lot of faults and failures. In his prayer, I believe he was pushing the limit on his goodness. But he was sincere in his cry for mercy. Number 4, and it came to pass, afore Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of the Lord came to him. As he was walking out, the word of the Lord came to him. He thought that was it, did all he did. But somehow, some way, by mercy and grace, God heard his cry, and he answered it. And I'll go on and I'll tell you why God answered it. Number 5, turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the 3rd day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord. In 6 it says this, and I will add unto thy days 15 years. And I will deliver thee and the city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And I will defend this city for mine. Now listen to this part. This is a part I want to bring you. I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. The world we're living in today, we petition God to help us to save our country. And I believe the only way that it's ever going to be, it's not because of our goodness, because we're praying like Hezekiah prays. We bring up all the highlights that we've done, but we never ask the mercy and grace for God between our faults and failures. And I believe that's our downfall right now. And I believe this also. If God moves on behalf of America, it's not going to be because of us, because we, Christian people, utterly failed God. We failed him. Yes, we have. It will be only for his name's sake. Just like here, he said, I will defend this city for mine own sake, my name's sake, and for my servant David. He loved David with all of his heart. And there's been ministers that have come down the line through the years, and if God moved on behalf of us in America, it's going to be because he loved the saints that brought truth to his people. I'm not talking about false teachers, false doctrines, not talking, people that actually had love in their heart for God and lived for God and taught and brought the word of God, truth to us, okay? Now, note that the Lord let Hezekiah live for 15 more years. Yeah, he did. And he did not do it for him, but again, for his namesake. And because he loved David so much. I want you to get that. Think about that. It wasn't for Hezekiah. Okay? Now, many people today are living many more years. Did you know that? Now, here's one for you, you may not know. Because someone was praying for them. Only reason they lived more years is because someone prayed for them. A dad, a mom, or a friend, loved one, prayed for some of you out there now. And that's the only reason that God has let you continue on living. How many years? I don't know. God only knows. Now listen. Some, I believe, did not deserve those prayers. They didn't deserve them. And probably still don't deserve them because they didn't turn to God. They lived continuously in wickedness. And they lived on in a life of wasted years. Wasted years. Do we waste the years of God that God's given us? Okay, it's like asking when you're older, have you wasted your years that God's given you? Have you been idle? Have you not been doing anything? Have you not been praying for your church, for your people, for your country? Have you not? Well, then you've wasted years. And it's only by God's mercy and grace that He allows you to keep on living. Okay, now, Hezekiah did a lot, sad to say, a lot of damage in his extra 15 years. Not only to himself, but also to his country. Now, if God has added years to your life, don't waste them. Don't waste them. Leave some good behind. Leave some good behind. Pray for people. Pray for even those that despitefully use you. Help people. Help the people that are poor, that need help. Okay? Now you say, I don't want to help them because they don't appreciate it. Yes, a lot of them won't appreciate it. But there will be some that will appreciate everything you do to help them. God bless. I'll see you the next trip.